All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Gamers Hall. I'm Adam. He's Chris.
Nope. But what we want to talk to you guys today is what is high magic and what is low magic, and then discussion between the two.
Yeah. So, what is a high magic campaign setting?
So first off, we need to define exactly what this means. High magic is, and low magic is, the accessibility of magic in a campaign, not the strength of items and spells that you come across. It is how many times, if I went looking for a potion of healing, can I find it pretty quickly? Or if I need to teleport somewhere, is it right around the corner? Can I go pay a mage to get me there?
Is there a teleportation circle that can hop me between cities?
Or do I need to quest for a +1 greatsword? Does the local warlord not just have one, or is this like the local warlord that's conquering all of this place? He's the only one who has one.
Or do you have to go find rare materials, deliver them to the elves or dwarves to actually forge a +1 weapon?
Right. So that is what this is. Accessibility defines high or low. So what would be high magic? Couple examples for campaign settings.
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep is a high magic. There is magic items, magical creatures, magical people all across that city. In fact, it's known...
The city is magical.
Yeah.
The giant statues can come alive and bash someone's skull in.
The most powerful people in that whole area live in Waterdeep, that have magic.
The Blackstaff, Lady Silvermane.
Silverhand. A Laurel Silverhand. No, Laurel, that's not her name. Anyway, there's a lot of magic. Conversely, Icewind Dale would be low magic. You have a few people that have special things. There's some magic here, but the player characters and the general populace don't have access to magic. They're not using ever-bright torches. They're not using anything like that.
You got to go find them or make one.
Yeah. It's not that it isn't around. It's just not accessible. So another example of a few high magic settings would be Eberron is high magic. It has a lot of low-level magical items and spells that are accessible to everybody. In fact, they even go so far as like, hey, everybody has a little magical knack that they can do, that you can add. Or Ravnica, where, it's built around magic. It's a magic setting. Everything uses magic. Everybody that is there has magical weapons, magical swords, magical spells.
Mm-hmm.
Your best friend is probably a wizard in the Izzet Guild making more magical contraptions.
Right.
High magic.
Yeah. Strixhaven.
High magic. It's a magical college. All magic. What would be considered low magic is Dark Sun.
For sure.
Very low magic. Good luck finding it, and if you do, somebody probably will kill you for it.
Or at least try.
Also, Ravenloft would be considered low magic. It's not that it's not there, but for the party members to get it, they usually have to do something for it.
Yeah, they can't have to quest for it. They have to go find information from somebody or something that might tell them, hey, well, I don't know where the Sun Sword is, but you know what? If you go out of town in the forest, there's a old witch who, a hag. You might have to go through a couple ogres and goblins to get to her, but she knows where it is. So you have to do a couple quests just to find something.
And what this also adds into is the economy of this. Now, high magic and low magic basically mean economy. In D&D, economy sucks, right? It's not not true to form. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but
no, not at all.
But that does play into it, because once you have a high magic scenario, then they can readily buy. They can readily spend their gold. They can readily use it. Where in a low magic scenario, that +1 sword is a rare find for them to get And on top of that, they're probably going to pay a premium for it if they can buy it. It's not going to be 500 gold, which I believe would be the max of it. It's not going to be 500 gold. No. They're going to ask for 1,500. Yeah. You know what it took me to get this thing? No. You're going to have to pay for it. So accessibility and value of items plays into what is high and what is low. And those are the main differences between those two.
All right, so why would characters or players want to play in a high magic campaign versus a low magic campaign? Obviously, one of the reasons is power level for high magic and fun.
Yeah, I want to fly around on a broom throwing fireballs from my wand with a cape that turns me into a giant at will and doing random stuff. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, typically most players want to play in a high magic campaign setting and have all of these items that do a bunch of different stuff. Like their Jarlaxle, he's got an item for everything.
Yeah, a trick for every trait.
But
trick for every scenario.
In D&D 5th edition, that's why they have the attunement to 3 items. So, I mean, can you use more magic items? Yes, there are magic items that don't require attunement. But the most powerful ones usually require attunement, which is why that's there to scale the party so that they're not steamrolling everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, mostly it's just fun. You want to have the horses you can summon from statues and... Like you said, you want to have that wand of fireballs. It's like, hey, is that a group of goblins over there? Dead. All right, next threat.
I think a big reason of why is just more things to do. The more magic you have, the more things you can do. Yeah. You have a potion for every time, for every problem you get in. That's amazing. Yeah, I got a potion of invisibility. Yeah, I got a potion of speed. Yeah, I got a potion that turns me into a snake so I can go through things.
But also, not to mention, high magic settings can ease the tension off of dead play zones. And by dead play zones, I mean like overland travel.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, well, you know what? Hey, we can just teleport from this city to this city, 100 gold a person. Let's do it. Let's spend our money. We're there. We don't have to be like, all right, one day, nope, nobody got attacked that day. Next day, everybody roll perception checks. So
what you're saying is it allows a speed up the boring process. It allows you to get to the important story points, if that's what you want to call it, important story points, without wasting valuable player time.
Yes, because like for instance,
game time.
In Hoard of the Dragon Queen. I don't remember what chapter it is, but there's one chapter where you join a traveling caravan, and you have to go from one place to another place, and it is very long, very drawn out, and it is the most boring part of the whole campaign. And it's one of those things where I wish they kind of just made skill checks and said, okay, you're here now, let's get on with what this story is supposed to be. And, high magic campaign settings can get rid of some of that very easily.
Yep. You're right.
And not to mention, I mean, high magic, epic stories.
Yeah. Epic stories. Elminster. You get to be that guy. You get to be that holy paladin, that's the pinnacle.
I want to find Thor's hammer. Why not?
Yeah. And you get to do super cool things and be the superheroes.
Yeah.
You become superheroes is what you become with high magic.
Oh, yeah. Because, you're that epic party that's going around doing the big things and taking on gods and all that epic stuff. Like, who doesn't want to do that?
And that's also another thing of why high magic is you can up the power level of even the creatures you're dealing with. Because the more magic is there, the more epic things you can run and play and use, and the more also availability that the creatures will have. So now you can have a Minotaur that is running around with a +2 great axe that will hurt when they go, oh, that looks special, and then attack. That's possible. Creates a little more chance for addition of the environment.
Yeah, it gives the DM more work and more play to throw these epic encounters at the players.
Yep.
But then let's switch it around. Why low magic? Well, low magic, it's kind of like playing, some people would say kind of like a hardcore mode, but you have a lot of players out there that like it. Mm-hmm. And low magic means when you do find something magical, it makes it that much more important, that much more epic for your character, because I mean, it's like, oh, dude, we literally spent 4 sessions trying to find a +1 longsword.
Yeah.
And, you know, we need it to go deal with this. And it's like, okay, well, that's the only person that can deal with it. Now, how is that story going to play out? And, I mean, you know, epic stories can come from low magic as well.
Yeah, and it also it makes choices more important. I mean, when you know that everything you do can't be backed up by a spell that fixes it for you, or item that fixes it for you, you have to figure things out a little bit more. You're going to probably use that grappling hook and rope more often, and try to look at the scenario different. When somebody says, I can just cast fly and get up there, then they don't have to try as hard to work through scenarios. So you really do get to add more challenge with low magic, which can be very fun in itself.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I've always typically liked low magic settings more than high magic settings, just because I mean I like the reward of it when you finally do find magical armor. When you find a wand of magic missiles that anybody can use, it's like, oh wow, yeah, like, yes, this is amazing. And it's like, you just got this at 7th level. It's like, so what? Like, now we have a wand of magic missiles. This is amazing.
Rewards are very rewarding.
Yes.
When the things that you get from a difficult battle, you're much more rewarded with that than you would be in the high magic.
Yes. Because, I mean, high magic setting, okay, I can just go buy a wand of magic missiles for, 500 gold or less, no problem. But if you actually had to quest for it and find it, one, it's going to be that much more important. 2, you'll actually probably end up using it more because it took you so much to get it that you'll remember it.
Yeah. And I think low magic becomes more about the journey than about the end as well. In low magic, you really care about how you get somewhere. You really care about what you're passing, what you're seeing in low magic, because you need those things in order to survive versus high magic.
Yeah. And I feel like also in low magic, when you get certain items, the players tend to become craftier with how they use those items. Where, like, we've played in high magic settings where someone had a decanter of endless water and really did nothing with it. Where we've played low magic settings and it's like, oh, we have a decanter of endless water? Oh, like, you want to just, like, flood people out? Or, hey, let's geyser this room real quick and then shoot a lightning bolt down into it and see what happens.
We're going to use it to find traps. See if the water goes down into something we didn't see for a pit trap. They're going to use it for discovery and more than just, oh, I have water. It's no, I have a resource that does a whole lot more things than just what it says on paper.
Right.
I mean, that's a good reason why low magic is challenging. It's the challenge.
All right, so those are our examples of high magic and low magic campaign settings. Which do you guys prefer, high magic or low magic? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, and if you have maybe some different definitions of what you think low magic or high magic are, put it down there. Create a little discussion with the community. Some other examples. What do you think? And what's your choice? And let us know.
All right. Until then, guys, keep rolling dice and having fun with your friends.
If you like what we're doing, hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when we drop another video.
That's right. Let's see them Nat 37s.
Yep, that's way too high. I think you need to go a little lower than that. I think a Nat -3.
What?